Hi, Cancer. This is going to be your reading for the beginning of August. It's good for any placement of Cancer in your natal chart, but as always, keep in mind, Cancer, this is a general reading, so it's not going to resonate with everyone that watches. Take what you feel applies to you and leave what does not behind. It could be meant for someone else. This could also be describing the energy of someone around you, people around you that are impacting your life at this time. If you're new, welcome to Soma Chandra Tarot. Please subscribe and hit the bell so you know when I read for your sign. Link to my website for private readings and to check out Astrology and Human Design analysis and reports is down in the description below. Okay, so Chandra Cancer, let's get into it. Cancer, this reading really intrigued me. There's definitely a spiritual quality to what's happening in your life, and there is going to be an illumination about what you need to change in order to take control of your own life and manifest your dreams. And I'm seeing a lot of spiritual stuff. I'm seeing a lot of ancestral lineage patterns that you're going to be very aware of. There's some stuff that you really need to let go of, Cancer, and move forward. I'm also seeing that there may have been, I don't talk about this too frequently. I don't talk about twin flames and soul contracts and quantum entanglements and all that. Not because I don't believe that they're true. I just see people do some kind of fucked up stuff with that information sometimes. They apply it where it doesn't apply and they do spiritual bypassing. But in this case, so I don't go there too often, but I'm going to go there with you for August, Cancer, because I think I'm seeing an unraveling of a quantum entanglement. And a quantum entanglement in physics is there's a property in one particle and there's a property in another particle. And no matter how far apart those two particles are from one another, they still have an impact on one another. I think there has been, whether you recognize it or not, you've had a quantum entanglement with people or with a person. This could be family. Or maybe it's the person around you that they have an entanglement of some kind with their family, with their roots, with their ancestors. I'm sensing, again, I don't go here very often, but I'm really sensing either for you, Cancer, or perhaps someone you're connected to, there are deceased loved ones, ancestors from beyond that are deeply impacting this person. This person, someone may be hanging on to ancestors that are long gone, hanging on to something that just really needs to be let go of, but they don't quite know how to. I'm seeing stuff about generational patterns that have been passed down. I am sensing, I don't want to insult anybody's deceased loved ones. I don't want to be disrespectful. I have to just say what I'm hearing. I am sensing that there is either someone around you or your person that is either close to death or close to the end of their life, or perhaps they've already passed on. And someone doesn't know how to stop living for that person, living in the memory of that person and doing things that make that person happy. And it's really just time to let it go. But there may be an ancestor from the other side that still has, I don't want to say that they're toxic, but they want everyone still alive on Earth to live the way they lived when they were on Earth. And this plays out generationally in relationships and families, and then it spreads out into the new relationships we have and the children that we have. And there are some things that we do always want to make a sanctuary for in our lives and always carry on the best parts of our family and our ancestors and our lineage and our culture and our beliefs and all that. But there are some things that do become antiquated, that no longer serve us, that need to change. And there is this pulling apart happening for you, Cancer, or for someone you're connected to, where they need to let go of something and someone needs to let them go. There is a quantum entanglement spiritually that it's you're going to pull that, this person's going to pull that band, and eventually it's going to snap and they're going to be free. But it's hard for that to happen when you still want to people please a person, when you still want to live for that person who's not living for you anymore. Yeah, so there's a lot of that kind of stuff happening here. And there's evidence of that came out in the oracle cards and in the tarot, but there is good news coming in. There is, because out of my first oracle deck, I have Secret Spring, Success, Mystic Melody, a Sanctuary. You have to have faith with the Worm Moon, and then Water Spirit, Manifesting Dreams. You're protected. You're assessing a new beginning. Spirit's trying to protect you, to give you time to assess a new beginning here. So there may be like Success and Sanctuary. Those two cards came out together. If any of you were looking for a new home or wanted to feel safe and protected, like you were in a sanctuary, you will have success. Some of you will have success in finding a sanctuary, a home. You have to have faith at this time. Some of you are dealing with a Taurus, Virgo, or a Capricorn, a mother figure perhaps. Have faith in yourself. You are manifesting dreams and you are protected. These are two oracle decks combined, and I can't remember the name of either of them, but this one is the Halloween oracle deck, and your guides wanted me to use this one. I thought that was an odd choice for you guys. I didn't see that coming, but I mean, I can't say no to you. You're Cancer. So I just do what they tell me to do, and they wanted me to use this deck. Many cards came out. This deck really wanted to talk Cancer. I have Ghost, which is regret, Ancestors, the love and legacy of our DNA, and our ancestors. There is such a thing as epigenetics, where we are imprinted with the fear memory, with the happy memory, the joy memory, the pain body, and the love body are imprinted upon our DNA at birth from our ancestors. So there is a ghost, an ancestor coming through that has imprinted upon you or upon someone. Eternal love. Love is love, and it transcends physical death. So someone may be saying to you, I'll love you through space and time, even like till death do us part. But I also am kind of hearing, there's a song, it's an old country song called You Better Dig Too. Like, if he dies, you better dig a grave for me, because I'm going to go too. Someone is haunted by something. And I do think it's deceased relatives, family, someone that they can't let go of, that they can't stop mourning. There could quite literally, again, I just feel so weird saying it, I don't typically go here. Someone may feel quite haunted by someone, that person that's haunting them wants them to live for them and like die with them. Like, live for me and die for me. But then I have the zombie. So it's like coming back to life. So some of you may feel like you had really beaten your ghosts. You had beaten your demons. You had let go of old ancestral patterns. Like, you broke patterns. Like, there's a lot to love about your people and where you come from and your family and your lineage and all that. I'm hearing a lot to love, a lot to be proud of. But there is something haunting someone from beyond. And it won't let them go. This person, if this is you, Cancer, you might be doing this to yourself, or you might literally have like a deceased loved one in the spiritual realm that just can't let go of being human, and they still want to project energetically. Or someone can't let go. You may have, like, some of you are just dating a person, or you're with a person that they're very haunted by, like, the death of their mother. Maybe they're a widow or a widower and they lost their ex-wife, or they lost a child, or they've had loss. Someone's had loss and they cannot let it go. They feel like they have to be loyal to this ancestor, this DNA, this lineage, and regret. You could have a deceased loved one trying to come through to tell you that they're sorry, but you might not interpret it that way. They might be saying, I'm sorry that I was like narcissistic or controlling, and my mother was that way too, and I'm sorry. This person, this spirit is in turmoil, and you may be sensitive to that turmoil. You may have been making choices based on that turmoil that just need to be let go of. And here's why, because the last two cards that came out were Mummy, which is change, and the Witch, the earthly weaver of the world. Jack-o'-lanterns at the bottom of the deck. Protection, the Lady de los Muertos, someone's fears death. Some of you need to hear, first of all, we have a message of protection at the bottom of both oracle decks. You are being protected at this time. Some of you are afraid to let something die. You're afraid to let someone else die. Some of you are facing the fear of death and aging. It might not be for yourself, but it might be for a loved one. Some of you have been living to make somebody else happy, even long after they're gone. The message of the mummy card, you know, the ancient Egyptians did mummification to preserve someone in the exact state that they were when they died. And the message of mummy is, you can do that all you want, but people and life and things do change, and you have to allow for change. You can't preserve something the way it was forever. Change is a thing. And when you allow for change and you allow the death to happen and you allow for that deterioration, new things will grow in its place. That's what your brothers and sisters Scorpio teach you, right? And it's all about being in control of your own life. The Witch is the most powerful card in this deck. And it's about being in control of your own magic and your own power. When the Witch comes out, you're changing all the rules. You're living your life your own way for yourself. That's the message of this card. And other people are afraid of that. Whenever the Witch comes out, be aware that other people around you are going to feel suddenly threatened and insecure because they want you to keep playing out their patterns. They might want you to be haunted, like be haunted by me, what I want for you, the seeds I planted in you. I lived and died this way. You're going to live and die this way too. I'm going to come back to haunt you with this. I'm never going to let you go. You're not allowed to change even though you are. And you're like, I feel like you are changing whether you want to or not. Spirit is sending in double protection. Because it wants you, it's like, it's not that Spirit says, let go of your past and let go of your lineage and your ancestors and what you once had with someone, but it is time to change and stop being haunted by it. The more you do, the more sovereignty you're going to have, the more personal power you're going to experience. And this will help you move forward more independently. This is a quantum entanglement and maybe even a codependency or an enmeshment that's slowly dying. But I do think that you're still haunted. I think that there may be some guilt on your part. And I kind of get the sense that someone wants you to feel guilty a little bit. And Spirit's trying to protect you and say, nope, they have to live with their regrets. That was programmed on their DNA and they're going to die with that. And maybe they're haunted by stuff, but don't let them haunt you. You have to change because you're coming into alignment with your own personal power. You make your own rules. It's going to be threatening to other people, especially people who do not want you to change. Some of you might have had a person holding you back in some way, and now you've had success and you've gotten a new home or a sanctuary. You're protected, have faith. Your dreams are manifesting. I think that someone may be assessing your new beginning. Yeah. And the tarot was interesting, and I did use more oracle cards on you versus them. And take this as it resonates. It could be any relationship with any person in your life. Although I do have an earth sign feminine and an air sign female showing up. These could be different aspects of you or the same person or other people in your life. Okay, take it as it resonates for you. Overall energy of the person around you is the Four of Cups. The way they feel is the Tower. Something is changing for them. Something is changing and they want to accept it, but it's hard for them to accept. Now you're being seen as the Page of Cups. And when I get the Page of Cups, it's like someone around you is mopey and you're like, let me cheer you up. Let me give you some good news. Let me give you some good news. This could come from a child. A child could be the deliverer of this news. There could be a Scorpio involved too. What you need to know or your advice is the Two of Cups. There is going to be an important conversation and the final outcome is the Wheel of Fortune. Cycles, karma, fate, destiny. Cycles could repeat and they could just be karmic cycles, or your luck and destiny could change and something really good and new could happen. And your luck and everything could change and you could enter into a new cycle. But you are the Wheel of Fortune itself. But I do feel like someone's worried. They think about the past quite a bit. There could be a Capricorn involved. Someone wanted it the way they wanted it. They very much romanticized and idealized things as well. I'm sensing that some of you need to let go of like obsessive racing thoughts, a stubbornness, a need to romanticize and like the glass is half full, optimize everything. Like allow the tower to fall, let pain happen. Like You can't keep trying to come in and fix everything all the time. I'm hearing like a lunatic. And there is something to celebrate. Some of you are gaining independence. Some of you see yourselves as very successful too, and inspiring to others, becoming a leader, becoming confident, becoming independent and free. So with this Four of Cups, someone is like, mopey, the emotional reevaluation station. Clarifying this is the Page of Pentacles, death. It could be a Scorpio, and the Five of Cups. See, here's another card of like death. I feel like this is like a shrine or something. Like someone could have gone to a funeral. I'm picking up that someone like may go to church or go to a place like a mass or somewhere where there's incense or where they remember someone or a deceased loved one, and they think about the ending, they think about the death, they have regrets, they come across a piece of memorabilia and they think about it and they're sad and they wish things were different. But this is something that they've been doing for a while and they need to let go. Maybe it's an ending they had with you. I'm sensing it might be, this could be you too, like something has died and you've got to stop beating yourself up and moping about it, Cancer. It could be the death of a loved one. There's like prayer and meditation and honoring someone with a piece of memorabilia or like a photo album or something, or you always wear this necklace that belonged to this person. I'm also hearing something about a blanket that you sleep under that reminds you of them or that they do this. Now, this could be something that ended with a person a long time ago and now they're really feeling it. They could date other people, but they just can't. They can't get it off their mind. This person might have been really haunted by the death of a parent or a child maybe that they lost. And the way someone's feeling is the Tower, Scorpio energy. Okay, it's going off. Something massive is changing. Clarifying this is the Three of Wands, the Knight of Pentacles, and the Three of Pentacles, and they're looking at you. And also like a new beginning. Some of you, this could all be you, but for someone here, I'm feeling like it's the Titanic right as it's split in two and is sinking. And you can either stay on the Titanic and sink with the ship, or you can get on one of the life rafts and be safe. It's like something is ending, something is crumbling, something is all blowing apart, and someone needs to think about the future, but they look back over their shoulder and they struggle to step outside of a comfort zone and move forward. And they look at you and see what you're doing. They know that they need to face the future. You know that someone knows they need to think about the future and just let the tower fall. But it's so hard not to look back over the shoulder and go, but wait, maybe I can work this out. Maybe I don't. It's like, I think a person is trying to figure out any way they can not to step outside their comfort zone. Not, even though it's too late. Like you can stay here in the burning building, but it's blowing up. Like the Titanic is sinking. It's done. It's hard to let this go. I just heard something about 9/11 too. Someone may have been in New York during 9/11 when it happened, and they're remembering it. Someone may have trauma from a traumatic event, and they struggle to let it go. They struggle to move forward. They struggle to like get out of being in a haze about this ending. And they're really realizing that things are changing now and they just need to move forward, but it's hard. Now, you're the Page of Cups. So I do think that you have like a little emotional offering for them. You're making yourself vulnerable to them. I feel as though you're trying to cheer this person up. Or it is a new cup that you're like, I know that this is all hard for you, but come with me. Let me show you the way. I am Cancer. I am the Chariot. I care about you, but let me show you how to move on. That's what Cancer does in the Chariot. You move on. You go forward. And I feel like you're like, I'm not going to chase you. I'm being gentle, but let me show you the way. Yeah. Or like there's this new invitation that you could take and you're like, I don't know, should I do this? Should I not do this? But clarifying this is the Ten of Cups, the Six of Swords, and the Ace of Wands. This is a new beginning. It's a new beginning that has a lot of growth potential, where there's a lot of hearth and home and stability, emotional stability, happiness. It might be by water. There will be a calm after the storm of the Tower. It's like you may go in a good direction. Now, you may be trying to tell this person, look, come and be with me. I have stability. Everything's going to be calm with me. I'm starting something new with a lot of growth potential, or something might have just blown up for you and now you have a chance to move forward. You'll get an invitation to go in the right direction and the home will be beautiful and it'll be calm. I'm hearing that it might be a place below sea level. There might be a lot of reptile and amphibious life and also mosquitoes, and it will be very hot. I'm hearing there's a lot of humidity there. Bugs, humidity, but like you don't care. It's really beautiful. Lots of wildlife. Kids can play outside. Yeah. And it's like this can happen if someone just lets go of this ending. But I feel like you feel like you're obligated to give this to someone. Here's why, because what you need to know is the Two of Cups. This is a conversation. Clarifying this is the Queen of Pentacles. There could be a Taurus, Virgo, or a Capricorn female involved. But then I have Strength, which is Leo, and Temperance, which is Sagittarius. Okay. Someone needs to have a conversation with this Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn feminine. This could be a wife, a mother, a married woman, the mother-in-law, someone. I think that this person may be external to the situation, Cancer. This person is not easy to talk to. It may take you strength to talk to this person. This person may also have like a stiff upper lip, a lot of pride. They'll blow you off. And this could be anyone in your life, a family member, a boss, your wife, your husband's mother, anybody. Like you have to have this conversation and you'll be able to speak to them. The conversation will take place, but it won't be easy. And someone's going to be very calm and aloof and not express a lot of emotions. This person may be very icy. I wanted to know just a little bit more, like what's Strength and Temperance about? Because that's kind of cold shoulder. This is a hard conversation. Like I'll talk to you, but I'm kind of aloof and I don't really want to. You may feel that way about talking to them. They may feel that way about talking to you. So I clarified. I'm like, what's with the side eye and the cold shoulder bullshit with Leo and Sag showing up here? And I got the Queen of Swords, the 10 of Wands, and the 5 of Swords. Huh, who's that? Okay, these could be two different people. But I'm going to read it as it's the same. It's different aspects of the same person. You may need to stand up to this person and be like, don't give me that bullshit. We have to have this conversation. Like, I have to talk to you about all this. Like, you need to let go of your bullshit. Like, I'm tired of carrying all this weight. I'm mad. I'm standing up for myself right now. Cancerians will be. Like, you guys are the crab. You have that big claw and you'll protect yourself. You're like, look, I've been through some shit. I'm tired of like you piling all your shit on me and I'm going to stand up to you now. Don't you give me the cold shoulder and the side eye and be all aloof with me. I'm trying to fucking talk to you. I'm hearing someone mad, but I'm also hearing that some of you have a feminine. This could have been like a mother figure or an ex-wife who like, she was kind of controlling. She has a controlling side. She has a mouthy bitch side. She carries the weight of the world on her shoulders, but she probably does that to herself. And she has a short temper. She may have placed high value and importance on like tradition and money. This is a person that you have to face and you have to stand up to, Cancer. You need to stand up for yourself. You need to match this person's energy. Like, I have strength of character and I can blow you off too. And I understand the pentacle realm. I'm grounded. I'm practical. Oh, and I protect myself and I have a mouth when I want to. I'm not all lovey-dovey Queen of Cups all the time. I'm doing the best I can here and I'm about done carrying all this shit and I'm going to stand up for myself. I'm angry. I'm angry. This Queen of Swords could be a person that like is mad at the Queen of Pentacles. There's resentment between these two women. You may be stuck in between. Some of you are like a family ambassador for everybody. Raise your hand. I know you're there. I know how Cancer is. I have a moon in Cancer. So I'm like, yep, I've been in this scenario before where you're like, everybody's ambassador. And now it's like these people aren't getting along, and it's difficult to talk to this person. It's difficult to pull someone out of their death cycle of pain, and everything is terrible. They like lash out. But here's the silver lining, the Wheel of Fortune. Quite by fate and quite by chance, something good is coming in, because what's coming in is the Lovers, the Ace of Pentacles, and the Star. That's a wish come true. That's Aquarius. That's freedom. That's coming into alignment with your soul. Like when the Devil comes out, we make our body happy. When the Sun comes out and Temperance come out, we're making family happy or God happy. When the Star comes out, you're making your soul happy. You're coming into alignment with your soul. One way or another, you will find your perfect match when you least expect it. This could be about a romantic partner. Some of you are choosing love over like an arranged marriage or doing it the way your family has always been done. Some of you may be like a wild card right now, Cancer, where this is like a perfect match made in heaven job. That's like your dream job, your dream life. This is coming. This is so coming in for you. But I feel like look how he's looking down at this. You want this. There could be a Gemini involved too, and an Aquarius. But I feel like you're so distracted by what's happening around you that it's difficult for you to get excited about this new opportunity that's coming in. I think you feel like you have to fix a person, and they're going to drag you back into their shit right as you're discovering your power and manifesting your dreams. Someone doesn't want something to change. Cancer, you have to move on, and so do they. Like you just do. I hear that you guys need to hear that. You have to move on, and so do they. Here's what's going on with this person. Their Lenormand Oracle decks is the Cross 36, a cross to bear, the Anchor, and then the Home. This person is very set in their ways. They're like a hobbit from the Lord of the Rings. They want hearth and home. They don't like change. They want to drop their anchor. They could have Earth in their chart. Or like Taurus, they'll be like, I'm never moving. You're going to have to carry me out of this house in a box. Like, I'm never going to leave this town. I'm never going to quit this job. This is the life I want. This person may feel chained and bound and obligated to family, marriage, tradition, and they might want to keep you chained with it. Or maybe they're just stuck in a marriage and in a relationship. Maybe this is their final conversation with their ex, like we're done and it's not easy, but now I'm going to move and I'm going to be with Cancer and I'm going to get this new job and it's really hard and the ex is going to be a bitch. But it's like this person here is almost like trapped, like they're chained to something. Yeah. And to illuminate this further, I have attached the sunrise. I don't know if it's a sunrise or a sunset. You may walk on the beach and hold hands. They're afraid and they're withholding. This person fears change. They fear change. Do they have a cross to bear and like a chain around them that anchors them to something? Yes, but it also provides them stability. This person may be difficult to talk to. This person may be mad at you for standing up for yourself. They're attached to you, or they're attached to something. You guys might live near a beach. They don't want to let this go. They're afraid of change, so they withhold. This person may withhold love and affection from you, and it's like this is all they know. This is what was taught to them and passed down to them through their DNA. And it's so hard for them. Oh, and they have secrets. They have secrets with the Tomb. This person is the Ten of Swords. They're very hurt. The Eight of Cups. They're walking away. The Two of Wands and the Three of Wands. This person is looking towards the future. They're really looking towards the future. That future may or may not involve you. You take it as it resonates. Like, I think you're trying to offer them a new future and show them a new path because some good stuff has come in for you. I think that they struggle to get over something painful. Give them some time, Cancer, if you're waiting for them to come towards you. But it's like, this hurts. I need to let it go. I'm coming into alignment with my own goals, and I'm assessing the future. I'm assessing for growth potential here. You could be at a distance from this person, or they're thinking about moving or relocating. I was like, all right, well, I don't know if this is towards Cancer or away from Cancer. How do they feel about my Cancerians? And I have the Seven of Wands, the Five of Swords, and the Four of Pentacles. Okay. Yeah. This person's going to lash out. Okay. They're like, get off my lawn. I don't want to hear it. Don't challenge me. Don't threaten me. I don't feel like this person, I don't feel like people are ganging up on them. I feel like you're coming in and saying, look, you need to let something go. And they're like, no, I don't want to let it go. Fuck you. Leave me alone. Get out of my way. And they hang on to stuff. This person may be like, I'm seeing like a bone collector. Like they may do a little bit of hoarding, or they won't let go of something. I also hear that this person has like a lack mentality, like a poverty mindset or a lack mindset or a fixed mindset. They don't have a growth mindset. They just feel challenged and threatened and hurt, and they just struggle so much to let something go. I'm hearing one of my guides is telling me to tell you, let them have their tantrum. They need to just melt down and fall the fuck apart. They're going through something difficult. They may be leaving a situation that they're afraid to leave. Someone may be very attached to them, or there could be a child involved as well. And I'm also hearing that some of you have a bit of a mama's boy that you're dealing with, and he feels like he's responsible for her. Like she's going to die one day and she misses her own mother. That's just anchoring him and keeping him stuck. That's codependence. That's the quantum entanglement coming undone. And it's hard. Whoever they're entangled with doesn't want to let them go, but it's like they'll pretend they don't care, but they do care. Oh my God. And it's a feminine. There's a feminine involved that's like a force of nature. And there is even a deceased relative, it feels like a grandmother or a great grandmother, that like still has her paws in everyone, or everyone thinks that she does, and they feel like they have to live for her. And she's gone. Like that's gone, and it needs to be let go of. This is going to weigh on you heavily, Cancer, because what came out for you was inadequate, unhealthy patterns, missing you, and asking for guidance. Hopes and wishes is at the bottom of the deck. You need to show compassion. This person makes you feel inadequate about yourself, Cancer. The unhealthy pattern is that you keep coming back and saying, I miss you and I want your guidance and I wish you would talk to me. But I get the feeling that this person that isn't nice to you, that you're actually really angry with, blows you off, acts superior. She isn't nice. She's mean. She wants control all the time. She constantly points out what you're doing wrong. Nothing's ever good enough for her. Super stubborn too. And it's like you want this person to give you guidance, but they're not here to give you guidance. You miss them. But the thing is, Cancer, the more you miss them, it's like some of you need to take your rose-tinted glasses off about a person in your life that you want to put up on a pedestal and you want to think they're really great. I'm sure that they have great qualities, but they are only human, and they did some messed up shit, and they make you feel inadequate, and you keep running back to them. It's like you're addicted to it. Like, I miss you, and I feel bad, and this is like trauma bonding with an abuser. I know that's hard to hear. I'm going to go all the way there. Some of you are a bit trauma bonded to a person who will never get over something and who you'll never really make happy. And you want to know why? Because it's not your job to make them happy. It's their job to make themselves happy. At this time, Cancer, they cannot. They are like, they have a cross to bear that they've borne for a long time, and they inherited it. It was handed down to them. This weighs them down. It brings them stability, but it also keeps them from expansion and moving forward. And they're dug in like a tick. They withhold, they're afraid. It's like it's really hard. Oh my gosh, it's so much. But you have other things going on that are coming in August that you're happy about. The High Priestess, you're listening to your intuition. I think that you don't need to, it's like this person won't say to you what you want to hear, but intuitively you know what they mean. You're intuitively aligned with success. That's the Ten of Pentacles. That's the Karmic Empire, Justice, Libra, and the Knight of Wands. Whoa, I wanted to know what the Knight of Wands was, and I have the Nine of Swords, the Fool, and the Ace of Pentacles. I'm getting excited. This is excitement. This is excitement. Something new is coming in. It's brand new. When I get the Knight of Wands and the Nine of Swords, it's like, oh my God, I could barely fucking contain myself. Like you're wound up, like you're anxious, but it's a good anxiety because the Fool is here with this new beginning and the Nine of Cups. Something is coming in for you that gives you more independence. If you have Aries in your chart, I bet it's like your North Node or your Midheaven or your Chiron, and that's going to get to heal. And the North Node is in Aries now. So it's like you can finally live for yourself. You're going to do something that excites you so much. Some of you, like a parent or someone said, I'm cutting you out of the will, or you're not going to get anything, or you never feel like you're really in alignment with abundance. Now you can smell money. You can literally smell money. And you're going in this direction that really excites you. Some of you may get an inheritance. Some of you may get like that sanctuary card that came through, like success in a sanctuary. You'll get the sanctuary. You'll get the job. You're so excited. But at the same time, you might be nervous because you've spent a long time trying to get this other person's approval, and they were too busy being miserable. And you could never really get their approval. You might be dealing with like a narcissistic mother, or you never wanted to see her in that way, but she is. And now you've got this great new opportunity and you're so excited. And the North Node in Aries is like, I live for myself. I'm a leader. I'm not selfish or self-centered, but I put myself first and I'm so happy. And it's like, oh my God, this is uncharted territory for me, but justice is served. If any of you were worried about being cut out of a will, you're not. She just told, like your mother told you that or something like that. I'm feeling a lot of family stuff, but this is what you need to let go of, Cancer. You have this unhealthy pattern of continuously feeling inadequate and thinking you need this person. You don't need them, you just miss them. Because this person's on the beach attached and you're missing them. Ask for guidance from someone else, okay? This person always comes with an agenda, and their agenda involves keeping you stuck in the past and some pain. Move forward. There is someone that can help you with it too. This was so intense. It was such an intense and interesting reading. All right, Cancer, so that's the beginning of August. This was a long reading, the longest reading I've done for any zodiac sign this month. I felt like you needed a deep dive. There were a lot of messages that come through. You be the weaver. You weave your life into being. You are the one in charge now. Let yourself change. Your dreams are manifesting. Have faith. You are protected, and so are the people you love. Yes, I'm always listening to the universe for you, Cancer. Take care. I love you guys. I'll see you next time.